Little Wonders of the Palm Beaches is brought to you by Discover the Palm Beaches and Palm Beach County, the best way to experience Florida.
Welcome to Little Wonders of the Palm Beaches.
That's a face plant right there.
Oh my gosh! You never know what you'll find at the green market. Who knew art could be so much fun?
All right, you ready to paddle?
Yeah, let's do it.
When people aren't looking, sometimes I do this.
Oh my God.
And then go back to making my chocolate bar.
It's a long way down. This is the perfect spot for a selfie. Today, we're gonna learn how to surf. Let's get to it.
Yeah, bruh.
Check out the wild side of Palm Beach County. This is Little Wonders of the Palm Beaches. Welcome to the Palm Beach Zoo, the real tropical adventure. Let's go inside.
Palm Beach Zoo, we like to say, is the Palm Beach's hidden treasure. We are home to over 550 animals, many of them endangered. You get to see species from all around the world. Everything from endangered Malayan tigers to koalas named Oz and Catherine to a celebrity sloth named Wilbur. We have something for all ages here at Palm Beach Zoo. One of the things that really just defines us is our up-close personal experiences. This is where guests and members can go behind the scenes with the animals. You can go into the koala forest with Oz and Catherine, and they're in their forest of eucalyptus. There's no place else in the United States where you can get this close to a koala, and in our case, 2 koalas. It's an absolutely life-changing experience. Wilbur, our celebrity sloth, she is a Hoffman's two-toed sloth. She is the #1 requested guest at weddings. So yes, for people thinking of getting married, we do transform the zoo into weddings, and you can request a guest at your wedding. And Wilbur has been known to upstage a bride, but they love it. We are all about inspiring people to act on behalf of wildlife and the natural world. Several of the animals that are here are rescued animals. They are animals that would not have survived in the wild. And so we are a sanctuary of sorts for those animals. We take in animals that would not be able to survive otherwise. We help rehab them, and we are forever home. We are all about that. We are the 2nd most visited cultural attraction in Palm Beach County. There is so much history here at Palm Beach Zoo. This is a great place to come by yourself if you want a solo adventure, if you need to zen out for a while, or you want a place to bring your kids for the form of edutainment. It's fun and it's educational at the same time. Let's head on over to Malaysia, where Sherry and Janice are going to talk about our tiger breeding program.
Today I'm here with Janice, the primary tiger keeper here at the Palm Beach Zoo. Can you tell me a little bit about the tigers and what it's like keeping them?
It is amazing. It's an amazing job. We have 2 tigers here. We have Kadar, which means powerful one, and we also have Api, and that means fiery one, and she is a fiery one. And what you're seeing today is a breeding. There is a certain window where we can breed these cats. Otherwise, it can go kind of bad where they don't get along so well and we have to separate them. This morning, you're seeing some behavior where they're jumping up and they're popping each other. That's actually a good thing. We want them to do that. That's actually a really good communication between a male tiger and a female tiger. And also you'll see the female very playfully get down and roll. She's telling him that she likes him and they're gonna keep doing this up. So it is a good thing when they do that. And you'll see them also get in the water. That's very important because of the heat. So they do love to swim and they love water.
So in total, there are roughly around 250 individual, and that's just for Malayan tigers. That's in the wild and in breeding programs. There are actually more tigers here in breeding programs throughout the world than there are left in the wild. And that's what we want. We want that. That was a successful breeding mount right there.
This is a fairly new exhibit. It opened up last year at Thanksgiving, so we're coming up on a 1-year anniversary, and it's really been super popular just because of that. The birds hang out on your head, they hang out on your arm, and they eat, and they're just so friendly and colorful, and all ages love them.
Yes, they are really cool. And they seem to really like my head.
They do. So they're Australian parrots, as you can see, very colorful,
Yes.
very friendly.
Well, I actually can't see them right now.
Well, take my word for it. They're really different. So most parrots you've ever met probably crack seeds, peanuts and other kinds of seeds, right?
Yeah.
And they have really strong beaks. Well, these guys are different. These guys eat soft fruit, and that nectar that you have in your hand there, they have little hair-like structures on their tongue that allow them to lap up the liquid, kind of like a hummingbird does.
Oh my gosh, if he poops,
That could happen.
The Palm Beach Zoo is truly one of the little wonders of the Palm Beaches.
Little Wonders of the Palm Beaches is brought to you by Discover the Palm Beaches and Palm Beach County, the best way to experience Florida.
All right, Jemmy, ready to go treasure hunt, look for some stuff?
Oh yeah, should we do it?
Let's do it.
Did you guys know that you can go treasure hunting right here in Palm Beach County? Well, today I'm here with Michael Leach, a local beachcomber. Michael, can you tell me a little bit about beachcombing?
Sure. Well, first off, here in Palm Beach County, as you're walking the beach, which a lot of us do, you really never know what you're gonna find. I've had the passion now for about 3 or 4 years. Now, for a beachcomber, I think one of the greatest prizes that you can actually find here is a great white tooth.
Wow.
Right here. And I would say that's about a 14 to 16 foot great white shark right here, along with this one here. And you can see where they're not quite fossilized yet. They're in the middle stages where they're becoming dark, but they still maintain that light color because our sands are so white in the minerals that are in our waters. And here we have a bottlenose dolphin tooth, which I found snorkeling. I thought it was an olive shell at first, so I grabbed it. Come to find out, it's a pretty rare score to find. And this also here is a great white tooth. You can see the different color variations that we can find here. And to me, I love them. I mean, I think they're beautiful.
Is beachcombing seasonal?
Well, actually, it's all conditional, which means once the water is calm and there's no wind, everything naturally forms on like a lower tide on the shoreline. So that's kind of what you look for.
And how often do you find things like that?
I would say I find a great white tooth about 1 in every 50 beach walks.
Wow.
Yeah, so they're kind of rare.
That's really cool. Should we get going?
Sure.
Awesome.
Right. And seriously, like, you can walk around just like this and a tooth will just literally just pop right out at you.
Really?
Yeah.
So
And you
cool.
just look for like little triangles, and I mean, it is super rare. Even with my girlfriend, the first one she ever found was at this beach. So basically, when you're walking the beach, what you want to look for is, you know, where all the seashells collect. You'll see like little beds laying here or there, and that's where all the shark teeth, they kind of travel with the shells because they're the same weight and usually the same size. And also in our seaweed, when we have all this sargassum seaweed that blows in from the east winds, you find sea beans that wash up from Central and South America. Some are really super rare and beautiful. And what makes South Florida especially so awesome for beachcombing is, I would say A is our weather, and B is, I mean, we have miles and miles of beautiful beaches and offshore reefs and jetties where everything just seems to collect. And you know, Florida is also known for all, of course, their seashells that you'll find, and it can just be epic at times. And some days you walk out here and you don't really find much at all. So it's, you know, you just get lucky.
What kind of shell is that?
All right, this is a really special type of shell. Some say it wouldn't even really be called a shell. It's a paper nautilus, and it's from the Argonaut squid. And the Argonaut squid actually lives inside of here, and it secretes its eggs in here, which protects its eggs. And these are super fragile and pretty rare to find. You can see how beautiful they are, though.
Stunning.
Yes.
And what is this bottle here?
Okay, so here's one of the bottles that you might actually find, whether or not it might be lodged in a reef or even in our intercoastal ways. This was dated back to about 1870s, and they call it a blob top bottle because you can see the top here that you wouldn't normally see nowadays. And also the bottom is round, so you can't sand it up. It has to be stacked just like that. And it was originally for mineral water.
Wow.
Yep. Look at that color.
It's beautiful.
Isn't that awesome?
It's amazing it's all in one piece.
Yep, yep, got pretty lucky. And it's really super thick glass too. And so yeah, if you look through all the seaweed here, you never really know what you're gonna find. All the nuts, yep. And oh, look, right there. That's a score.
What is that?
Yeah, that's a sea urchin shell. Look, there's already a little bug on it too. Yeah, that's a really cool find.
Whoa.
All right, well, cool. You want to go look for some more stuff?
Yeah, let's do
All right,
it.
sweet. Let's do it. We got along here too.
Stay tuned for more Little Wonders of the Palm Beaches. Little Wonders of the Palm Beaches is brought to you by Discover the Palm Beaches and Palm Beach County, the best way to experience Florida.
Here's an interesting question. What is the second largest lake in the United States? It's Lake Okeechobee, right here in Florida. Now, this is such an interesting question because, well, what about the Great Lakes? Those are larger, but they are also part of Canada. If you'd like to see the wild side of Palm Beach County, come out to Lake Okeechobee and visit the Lost Trail. Lake Okeechobee is a big freshwater bucket of fun in our own backyard. South Florida families can drive all the way around it in one weekend. They can fish for crappie, bass, and bluegill, hike the dike, which is a part of Florida's National Scenic Trail, and go airboating, horseback riding, nature watching, and history hunting. Long before Columbus sailed, Native Americans named it Okie for water, Chubee for big. Tourism-wise, it is still one of Florida's best-kept secrets. Built atop the 100-foot-high dike, the Loop Trail has scenic views and endless places to birdwatch, take pictures, or fish. It's part of a trail system that runs from Miami to Pensacola. First hiked in the 1960s and developed as a loop in the Florida National Scenic Trail in the 1980s, the Lake Okeechobee Scenic Trail offers spectacular views from the top of the Herbert Hoover Dike, built for flood control between the 1930s and the 1960s. Sunrises and sunsets are always especially gorgeous across the marshes and open waters. On the east side of the lake, views are primarily made up of islands and vast open waters. The west side of the lake is shallow and marshy. As you explore the trail, watch for wildlife, particularly in fall and winter when birds such as herons, egrets, and a variety of wintering waterfowl are abundant. From bobcats to birds to even the endangered manatee, you can see all kinds of wildlife here. Anglers might also like to drop a line and see what they can catch below the waters. The trail has several on-road portions. The lengthy ones are between Moorhaven and Buckhead Ridge and between Port Mayaca and Pahokee. Much shorter on-road segments are found in Clewiston and Taylor Creek. What makes Florida the fishing capital of the world? Lake Okeechobee is a huge reason. This iconic large bass fishery spans more than 730 square miles of water, teeming with the world's most popular freshwater bass for fishing. Even if you have your own boat, it makes sense to hire a guide on this big lake. Big bass just can't resist the live wild shiners, but if you want to fish with artificial lures or fly fish, let the captain know up front. This is one of the best places in the world to catch a huge largemouth bass. Let's give it a try. The Lost Trail has such beautiful scenery. You can hike it or bike it. Check out the wild side of Palm Beach County and spend a day on the Lost Trail.
Don't touch that dial. Little Wonders of the Palm Beaches will be right back. Little Wonders of the Palm Beaches is brought to you by Discover the Palm Beaches and Palm Beach County, the best way to experience Florida.
We're here at the Sea Turtle Hospital at Loggerhead Marine Life Center in Juno Beach, Florida. And today is a very special day because they are not releasing one, but two loggerhead turtles, Eloise and Scary.
They're going home! We're gonna see the turtle! Yes! Callum, my son's excited. Yay! Very excited. Going home!
Almost ready for the release. This is amazing. Look at this crowd.
Scarlett is Scary's adoptive parent since December, and she lives in Jersey City, New Jersey, and she came all the way down, she's with Grandma, to see Scary go into the water and go home.
Evan, can you tell me a little bit about the Marine Center and the release that happened today?
Yeah, Loggerhead Marine Life Center is one of Palm Beach County's most visited destinations. We are an active sea turtle hospital, so not a zoo, not an aquarium, but a very active sea turtle hospital, as you guys probably saw here today. Every year we release close to 100 sea turtle patients. When these guys arrive here, they rehabilitate at our center for anywhere from 6 to 9 months, sometimes a little bit more, sometimes a little bit less. As you saw today, a beautiful release with two of our patients, Eloise and Scary.
Yes.
And some of our core components at Loggerhead Marine Life Center are sea turtle rehabilitation, sea turtle research, education, and of course, ocean conservation. For us, ocean conservation is a huge thing now. When our patients arrive here, it's no longer a question of if there's plastic, it's a matter of how much plastic is affecting these guys. So we host beach cleanups all the time. We are able to educate over 50,000 kids every single year. And in terms of guests and visitors, we have over 350,000 visitors every single year at Long Island Aquatic Center. Yeah, so no shortage of guests at our center.
We're here with Dr. Charlie, the staff veterinarian. Can you tell me a little bit about what goes on here in the hospital?
Well, what goes on here in the hospital is the same thing that goes on in any hospital. We bring sick and injured sea turtles in, and we do everything we can to diagnose what their problem is, make them healthy, and then send them back into the wild. This involves all sorts of technologies. We use ultrasound, we use high definition radiography, we do surgery, we do whatever's necessary to get the animals healthy and back in line.
And so how does it feel for you to have 2 turtles released back into the wild?
It feels great because everything that we do here is aimed at getting them back into the wild. So it's always a day of success when we're able to send them back so that they can contribute to the population.